This video is not advised for all ages. It may or may not contain visual images or scary thoughts. If you are easily scared or faint of heart or afraid of the dark, do not watch. You've been warned. Welcome to Scary Story Time with your host, Super. The story is Rotten Girl, Grotesque Romance. Rotten Girl, Grotesque Romance, Stalker is a song sung by vocalid 01 Hatsune Miku. It classed as vocalid horror due to the disturbing nature of the story. At a point in time, there was a mysterious murder in Tokyo, Japan. The case was never revealed to the media, lest it disturb the public. There was, however, a report given to a member of the public by a corrupt officer involved with the case. A series of murders had been occurring around location removed, in which the victims' bodies had gone completely missing. There were numerous signs to indicate that there was suspicious activity involved. One case, for example, involved name removed, a 20-year-old man who had a love for cats. Located in his house, there are 3 parcels filled with dismembered cats. This suggested that the killer knew the victim. He was also engaged to, name removed, who had been murdered 3 days before. Her torso and head had also been found in the house, and it is unlikely her fiancé had been the killer. Traces of her blood were found in a gift box, which had been addressed to the victim. However, this time, the return address had been written, as it was to indicate that a stalker had been following him. We raided the return address. The place was stuffed with nightmares. The place itself was dismal stained carpets and peeling walls. But that isn't the first bit of it. There was dry blood everywhere. The ceiling, the floor, the walls, over furniture. It was as if someone had been trying to run a slaughterhouse in their own home. There were numerous sharp tools hanging from the walls that looked to be similar to that of surgeons, including scalpels, bone saws, and other devices. Notably, there was one wall lined with pictures of the victim doing day-to-day activities, unaware of the photographer. In the middle of the wall was a red curtain. When we opened the curtain, there were numerous boxes filled with limbs and carcasses. The victims was found among them. The killer is still on the run. The member of the public deemed it only appropriate to make a vocalid horror song from the killer's perspective. The song, spoilers below, or after this I guess. Rotten Girl, Grotesque Romance is said to have a strange effect on people who watch it. Depending on the video edition, the accompanying picture varies. In one particular edition, it shows a picture of Miku along the photo wall wearing a simple red dress, a pierced tongue, and pale skin tone. The most noticeable thing, however, is her eyes, which are identical to a dead person's, glazed over and lacking color. They are also strangely wide, a reflection of a yonder. I think I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. If I'm not, please tell me in the comments. Of a yonder, an anime term defining an insane lover. The song itself incorporates a variety of different sounds, which give it a very fast pace and creepy feel. The lyrics are sung from the killer's perspective, detailing her stalking and adoration of her target. The most shocking part, however, is just before the bridge, the instruments cut out and the following lines are sung as if through a radio. Look right here, behind the door. Here is a present I made for you. Every day you'll find the same thing, a cat's head, since you love cats so much. At the end of the verse, the sound of high heels can be heard, along with stone scraping. The sound gets faster and louder, as if the killer is approaching very rapidly, until the music jumps back into the bridge, First time listeners beware. This song is not for the light-hearted or light-stomached. And there is a song to it too, which I will not be playing because you can just find out on YouTube. Search it. I'll put a video to an English version in the description and to a Japanese version if you want to listen to it. And you know, when you listen to it from a song's perspective, it really sounds like the overly obsessed girlfriend. That's just my opinion on that. But it really sounds like that's mainly her. But it's not a bad song. I'm gonna be honest, it's not bad at all. But hey, who am I to judge songs, right? I'm just making videos. And there we have it. That's the first episode of my weekend scary story time. Join me next week where I will be doing another scary story. And you try to have a good night.